So it's been brought to my attention by a friend, and I don't know where she got the info from, could have been someone else's video, who knows, that Bungie finally fixed Heavy-Handed and Consecration. It's always been a dream of mine to use these two together, but it was never available. Now that we can use the two together, we have the ability for back-to-back Consecration charges with just a few simple aspects, fragments, and mods. All we need for the subclass is Consecration, obviously, for that epic melee, Soul Invictus for the healing and ability regen from our sunspots. For the fragments, Ember of Searing and Blistering for melee and grenade energy when scorching targets, Char and Eruption to spread more scorch and create bigger ignitions to make everything go boom. All this is possible because the first initial melee from Consecration scorches everything it touches, and the second half of the melee is a guaranteed ignition. This is what fuels all the fragments, and the more adds we hit, the more scorch and ignition we apply, which in return gives us more melee and grenade energy. Now to go full send on this melee ability, we're using Melee Wellmaker to drop solar wells from melee kills, Bountiful Wells for even more solar wells and extra ability energy, Elemental Charge for 2 stacks of Charged Light when picking those wells up, and Heavy-Handed for half of our melee energy back when using a charged melee, consuming 1 stack of Charged Light. The melee will continue to feed itself off these mods alone. For the final mod, you can throw in something like a second Melee Wellmaker, or Well of Life for a bit of extra healing. It really doesn't matter what you choose. Seriously, leave it blank if you want, it won't affect the build. For some extra super energy from melee kills, throw in Hands On, which can be equipped on the helmet, and don't forget, we have Inferno Whip that stuns unstoppables from solar melees. If you really want to be a jerk to the ads, put on Heart of Inmost Light for the amped up ability regen and damage buff, or Syntheseps for the bonus melee damage while surrounded. But don't forget to put on an orange or red shader so you look like a flaming hot Cheeto or Cran while doing it. I'm not sure what that has to do with anything in this video, but in my head it sounded good, and we all know I love making myself look like an idiot. Yeah, that's the super crazy grenade, Consecration, and ignition spam build that wrecks in endgame activities except GMs because they're not out yet. I know it's a short video, but I didn't want to waste your time because I've made 2 versions of this build in the past already. The only difference is we can now use Heavy-Handed with Consecration for back-to-back melees. Now go out there, burn everything, and remember to be good to one another. I don't know what a na-na-na is, but we'll try that again. Now go out there, burn everything, and remember to be good to one another. Thank you! Seriously, everyone, have a great day.
Take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how